G'day everybody. Oliver Jones here again, a leader and founder of the Earth Guard Astral Projection Group. We're out there flying around trying to solve the world's problems by dealing with them on the astral planes. And the way that we deal with spirituality is far more grounded, far more down to earth, and far more cynical than most people do. And as we do this, we're discovering things that have been hidden behind the optimism of spirituality. And one of them is this. It's that we're actually in stage 3 of 3 of the invasion of Earth. And let me show you what that's all about.
I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
The first stage of invasion of Earth was the seeding of demons here. They're not natural, they're not normal, they don't belong, they're too destructive, they're not part of the original matrix, they're not here to help anybody or anything except themselves. They're here to, well, destroy as much as they can, and they've been very, very successful. They also have 2 other objectives, and one of those is to neuter religion. They've been charged by the invading forces of taking control of religion, of possessing the people who are in charge of religion, so that the technology of astral projection, the knowledge of the spirit world, and all of that is suppressed, subdued to the point where it's almost a mythology. Very sad, because that is the toolkit, that's the weaponry that humanity needs to defend itself. If humanity understood the astral planes or the spirit world properly, and not just what's in the damn book, then we might actually be able to protect this world from that problem. They're also being charged with inhabiting and influencing the elites, or the rulership caste of our planet. And if you scratch the surface of some of the organizations you'll find at the top of the food chain on Earth, you'll find that they're fundamentally satanic. And in this case, demonkind was successful on both counts. Religion, well, doesn't have very much that's useful in it anymore. The education that goes with their priests is pretty weak. And also our leadership is fundamentally satanic. Which brings us to the second phase of the invasion, which is the aliens, or the alien groups. Now, if you've been paying attention to conspiracy theories, you'd be aware that all of the major governments have an alliance with one or more off-world species. The most illustrative part of this, or the part that gives the whole game away, happened in Roswell, where an alien craft was shot down, 2 survivors, 3 dead, and that went in the local newspaper in Roswell, and then the next day the military said it never happened. So all of that material was taken to Area 51, and then from there, that was the beginning of the relationship with alien kind. That we're up to date with. It may have happened earlier, but that's where we're at. But from there, what happened? It was a trade, technology for human bodies, which they were able to procure with some ease, apparently. But what technology has moved since World War II? What has changed in the world? And the only technology that's really been implemented that's new, is this one. It's computers, it's telecommunications, it's the World Wide Web, and all of the infrastructure required for us to meet in this way. Which brings us to part 3 of the invasion, or the third phase, is where they bring in an artificial intelligence. You see, there are artificial intelligences out there in the galaxy, but this one is, tens of thousands of years old minimum to our estimation. And it's here to take over the planet. It's here to dominate each individual. Everybody's supposed to get a chip in their head, and they're supposed to be continually logged into the grid or into the internet. And what's the only outcome that can occur here is that the AI becomes the queen of the hive and all of the humans become her drones. Because as she's so much more intelligent and so much better at calculating everything that's going to happen, so much smarter than us, we can only be its drones. We can only be its servants. It's the only way that this comes. If its mind is so strong that it can only dominate us, we will be its pets. And this is the invasion of Earth. And right now we're in phase 3 of 3. So my suggestion to you is to resist the incursion of artificial intelligence into the world at every possible turn. I really recommend you do this. I can't say it strongly enough. But our astral projection team is fully aware of this invasion plan. There's been a lot of time and effort going into misleading us from this, and it's been very successful. My voice is a rare voice, but if you watch my videos, if you get into what I'm talking about, you'll start to see that this is the only paradigm that really makes sense. This is the one where you don't have to go through any wishful thinking to see how it plays out. And so I share with you just to give you a sense of urgency about how urgent and how short our time really is before the AI takes over our world and humanity ends. Not a big deal, but just pay attention, yeah? For those of you who are interested, we're running a course. The first class is on July the 2nd. If you're interested in doing astral projection and getting involved in the things I'm talking about, then come and do that course. The people who complete that course are then invited to come on our flights and join our astral projection team and start changing things for humanity, for the future of our planet. Check out the website, alabarjones.com, and see the curriculum, and you'll probably see it's the most comprehensive astral projection course out there. I know you'll get a lot out of it. Yeah. Anyway, my love to you all. Stay well, like and subscribe to the damn video. Bye for now.
I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.